Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. October 23rd. What we know best. Shoemaker, stick to thy last. Better do one thing supremely well than many badly. That is the central theme of this tradition 5. Around it, our society gathers in unity. The very life of our fellowship requires the preservation of this principle. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 150. The survival of AA depends upon unity. What would happen if a group decided to become an employment agency, a treatment center, or a social service agency? Too much specialization leads to no specialization, to frittering of efforts, and finally, to decline. I have the qualifications to share my sufferings and my way of recovery with the newcomer. Conformity to AA's primary purpose ensures the safety of the wonderful gift of sobriety. So, my responsibility is enormous. The life of millions of alcoholics is closely tied to my competence in carrying the message to the still suffering alcoholic. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, October 23rd. When the alcoholic I loved got sober, I was sure that the nightmare was over. But without the tranquilizing effect of alcohol, she became verbally abusive. She accused, attacked, insulted, and I always defended myself. It seemed crucial that she understand, but that didn't happen. No matter how much I argued, pleaded, or insulted in return, I felt trapped and hopeless. Sobriety brings change, but it doesn't take away all the problems. Al-Anon helps me learn that I don't have to accept the unacceptable, nor do I have to argue back or convince another person that I'm innocent or right. I can begin to recognize when I am dealing with alcoholism's insanity, and I can detach. I certainly don't have to respond by doubting myself. Today's reminder: when cruel words fly from the mouth of another person, drunk or sober, Al-Anon helps me remember that I have choices. Perhaps I can say the serenity prayer to myself, or refuse to discuss the topic any further. I can listen without taking the words personally. I can leave the room, change the subject, make an Al-Anon call, or explore other alternatives. My sponsor can help me to discover options that seem right for me. There is a quote from In All Our Affairs, and it reads, "We may never have the choices we would have if we were writing the script, but we always have choices." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, October 23rd, Surrender. By surrendering control, we gain a far greater power. Basic text, page 44. When we were using, we did everything we could to run things our way. We used every scheme imaginable to bring our world under control. When we got what we wanted, we felt powerful, invincible. When we didn't, we felt vulnerable, defeated. But that didn't stop us. It only led to more efforts to control and manipulate our lives into a manageable state. Scheming was our way of denying our powerlessness. As long as we could distract ourselves with our plans, we could put off accepting that we were out of control. Only gradually did we realize that our lives had become unmanageable and that all the conning and manipulation in the world was not going to put our lives back in order. When we admit our powerlessness, we stop trying to control and manage our way to a better life. We surrender. Lacking sufficient power of our own, we seek a power greater than ourselves. Needing support and guidance, we ask that power to care for our will and our lives. We ask others in recovery to share their experience with living the NA program instead of trying to program our own lives. The power and direction we seek is all around us. We need only turn away from self to find it. Just for today, I will not try to scheme and manipulate my way to a manageable life. Through the NA program, I will surrender myself to my higher power's care. Today, Emotions Anonymous, October 23rd. Reflection for today. Too often I let external things distract me when someone is speaking at a meeting. Maybe dirty fingernails, a wrong color of lipstick, or length of hair or beard will affect my concentration. Maybe a person's poor grammar will have me making corrections in my mind instead of listening to the thoughts and feelings being expressed. Often when I really listen, I really learn. I know my higher power works through people, and if I don't hear people, I won't hear God either. My progress in my recovery depends on learning from other people. I have no right to be critical or judgmental of others. Meditation for today. Open my mind to the shared suggestions of others. Remind me that externals are not important. Today I will remember I am no better or worse than anyone else. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. October 23rd. Safety. Our meetings offer a safe environment for adult children to share their common experiences. BRB page 333. Because of the many kinds of abuse and or neglect we've experienced, both as children and adults, it is a huge issue for us to be able to connect with ourselves, other adult children, and a higher power. We can begin by just showing up at ACA meetings. We are not forced to share. The choice is ours. We work at our own pace, perhaps just observing and getting a feel for things. And when we are ready, we can begin to absorb and actually work the ACA program. As we break out of isolation, we realize we are not alone. We start working the steps and understanding the traditions. We may use the tool of journaling as a way to uncover what's going on for us. But however we do things, we let the ACA program, other people, and our higher power into our lives. There is no special order to how things have to work. We are unique, and we do recovery in the way that works best for us. It's only important that we do it because we deserve the safe, healthy connections that are now available to us. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I know that my meetings provide the safety that helps me continue my personal growth." Share, subscribe, like. Hit the notification button for updates. And most of all, take the time to know who you truly are and what your purpose is. Once you are directed in that path to be the you that you are created to be, and to remember that you are not alone and that recovery is absolutely possible, one day at a time.